Good morning to my students. Myself Muzaffar from AGS High Ground, Anantnag. On the basis of a demand of a student, sir, we have a problem in genetics. I have thought to choose genetics, but during class before lockdown, I had gone through some terms in genetics. That was what is genetics, term heredity, term gene, term gametes, term dominance, recessiveness, genotype, phenotype, alleles, mutation, etc. We have gone through all these terms, but without losing time, without wasting energy, without wasting time as well, I directly move to the subject, the subtitle, the first subtitle that was given on the syllabus, that was what is monohybrid and dihybrid cross. But today, this is a choice of monohybrid cross. What is monohybrid cross? Monohybrid cross means, mono means one. When one contrasting character is taken into consideration, only one character is taken into consideration. One character is taken into consideration. Actually, this monohybrid cross has been first done by Mendel, Gregor John Mendel, the father of genetics. This Gregor John Mendel has taken pure tall plant, tall plant, but pea plant, pure tall pea plant, and he has taken pure dwarf pea plant. He has made a cross. After the completion of the cross, the first generation, first flail generation, this is called a flail generation. In the first generation, all the plants were phenotypically tall, but genotypically there was the genotype in the name of capital T small t. Something sorted which is of dwarfness has been found genotypically, but phenotypically all the first flail generation plants were tall. In a monohybrid class, when only single contrasting character is taken into consideration, we are finding that in first F1 generation, or I should say first generation, there used to be only tall plants phenotypically. But if the same thing will be considered in second generation, that is F2 generation, second flail generation, the dwarfness is found. The first one is tall, capital T, small t, this is also tall, capital T small t, this is also tall, but small t, this is dwarf. So Mendel has found the ratio 3:1. Among this 3:1, 3 are tall, but only phenotypically, and 1 is dwarf. This is also phenotypically and genotypically as well. Among these three, one is purely genotypically TT, and both other two are phenotypically tall, but genotypically they are not tall because this small t is found. So in monohybrid cross, again I am going to say you, in this monohybrid cross is a cross which has been done by Gregor John Mendel, and in this he has contrasted only one character. It's a breeding cross in which single character is considered in order to trace the inheritance of a single pair of contrasting characters. This was done by Gregor John Mendel. So in a conclusion, I again considered this point as an important, that this monohybrid cross concludes at this point 3:1 ratio. This 3 is tall, but only consider it phenotypically, and 1 is dwarf. So tallness is dominant over dwarfness. Thank you, dear students. Stay blessed.